Good morning, student. This is your subject teacher, and today we are going to start our maths new topic, that is fraction and decimals. So first we will cover the fraction and later we will discuss about of decimals. Okay, so what does fraction mean? Fraction is nothing but it's a part or parts of unit. Understood? You have learned about of a fraction, you are learning about a fraction, I think fifth onwards. Okay, so just take a recap. The few details I just want to like to give you about a fraction, and these key points will help you to finding out the solution. Okay, so fraction. Okay, fraction, as I told you, fraction is nothing but it's a part or parts of a unit. Okay, so first we will discuss here types of fraction. Okay, so types of fraction. First, wait, marker is not working properly and we are not able to get markerings. You know that a complete lockdown is implemented up to 14. So I don't know how far it will go. Now come to the topic. Okay, so types of fraction. First is proper fraction. First is proper fraction. Proper, as the name you can get. As the name you can get. Proper. Proper means if I will write here 3 by 5, 5 by 7 or 6 by 9, these are in proper form. These are in proper form. Now we can say that these are proper fraction because you know that it's called numerator and it's called denominator. If numerator is less than denominator, that kind of or that sort of fraction is called proper fraction. Got it? Now second type is improper fraction. Improper, which is not in proper form. Improper fraction. Now what does improper fraction means? If I will write just opposite of these fraction, means if I will write 5 as a numerator and 3 as a denominator, 7 as a numerator, 5 as a denominator, 9 as a numerator and 6 as a denominator. So these sort of fraction are called improper fraction. Okay, so let's see. 3 upon 5. Just see, I am just writing here 2 upon 3, smaller one. Okay, to making you understand, I am writing this is also a proper fraction because numerator is less than denominator. Here I can write 3 by 2. Here is numerator is greater than denominator. I am just taking an example of 2 upon 3. What does 2 upon 3 mean? For example, we have a chapati. It's not working properly. We have a chapati. 2 upon 3 means just divide this chapati in equal 3 parts. Just divide this chapati in equal 3 parts. Okay? I have divided. Now, denominator means divide the unit in that part which is showing in denominator. You have to divide that object or that whatever is given. I am just taking here an example of chapati. Okay, so 3 represents, or denominator represents that I have to divide this chapati in equal. I am using word equal. Okay, so equal 3 parts, but I can take only 2 parts. But out of these 3 parts, I am just showing to you with the help of shade. I can take only these 2 parts. It represents 2 upon 3. Understood? Understood? It's just making you understand the concept of proper fraction. Now, I am just explaining here the example of improper. Why it is improper, why it is proper fraction. So, proper fraction means denominator will represent the equal parts. How many equal parts you have to do. And out of these equal parts, how many you can take or how many you can shade. Okay, numerator shows that how many parts you can take or you can shade, but denominator shows those equal parts of a unit. Understood? Now this is proper fraction. But if we will talk about a 3 by 2, as I told you that denominator means you have to divide that unit as the denominator is given as per according to this number. Here is denominator is 2. It means again I am taking an example of chapati. Okay, now I am dividing this chapati in equal 2 parts. Divided. Now as per according to condition 3 means you can take 3 parts. You can take out of these 3 parts. Is it possible? You have divided chapati in 2 parts and you can take it 3. How is it possible? Parts are 2. How can you take 3? Is it possible? It's not possible. That's why it is called improper fraction. So, what to do to escape this kind of situation? What to do? We have to change it in a mixed fraction, that is called third type of fraction. Understood, beta? Understood the concept of proper and improper? Understood? I hope you will understand. Okay, now first we will convert it in mixed fraction. That is the third type of fraction. Now what does mixed fraction means? I am rubbing this. Okay, so I am rubbing this one. Okay, now proper fraction cannot be changed. Those fractions are already in proper form. Only improper fractions can be changed in mixed fraction. So what does mixed means? Mixed means you have missed something. You have mixed something more than 2. Okay, so mixed fraction means equals to natural number or whole number. Natural, we can represent it natural number plus a fraction. Mixed fraction means natural number or plus fraction. Now, for example, I am taking the example of 3 by 2. So, we need to change it in a mixed fraction. So, we will divide. Denominator means divider. Okay, this is called dividend. Okay, so we will divide 3 by 2. 2 ones are 2. Okay, the quotient is a natural number plus the remainder. The remainder will be numerator and the denominator will be same, that one divisor. So we can write 3 by 2. It means 3 by 2 can be written in 1 whole 1 upon 2. How would we read it? 1 whole 1 upon 2. Now it is called a mixed fraction and now we can show it through a diagram. But improper fraction, we cannot show improper fraction by diagram. We cannot make it up. It is not easy. It is not easy means it cannot be shown through a diagram. Very simple. If we want to show it through a diagram, we have to change it in a mixed fraction. Understood? This is the third type of fraction. Okay, proper fraction where numerator is less than denominator. Improper fraction where numerator is greater than denominator. And third is mixed fraction. The fourth type is, okay, so fourth type is mixed fraction. Now, I am just rubbing it. Okay, fourth type is like fraction. Like fraction. Like fraction means if denominator of each and every fraction will be same. For example, 3 by 5, 2 by 5, 6 by 5, 9 by 5. It doesn't matter whether it is proper or improper. It doesn't matter whether it is proper or improper, but the denominator should be same. That is called like fraction. That is called like fraction. And unlike, just opposite of it. Unlike means just opposite means where denominator will be different. Now, the fifth and the most important, that is unit fraction. Unit fraction. Okay. So, what does unit fraction means? Unit means 1. If the numerator will be 1, that is called unit fraction. Okay, beta. These are the 5 types basically of fraction and you have to learn it. Okay, because these parts of these types are very important and it will make your solution, solution easy. Okay, then you will not get any difficulty when you are going to solve exercise related to fraction. Okay, so these are the 5 types of fraction. Now we will do questions based on exercise. Okay, coming to the exercise 2.1. The first part of question number 1 is 2 minus 3 upon 5. 2 minus 3 upon 5 or 2 minus 3 by 5. Okay. So how to solve this question? Look at here. Because here nothing is in denominator, then we can place 1. Okay. So, and the second one will be same. Okay. If there is no number in denominator, so for our convenience we can place there 1. Okay. Because the calculation does not get effect. Okay. Because 1 will not make any change. So we can write here 1. Now, how to solve this question? To solve fraction, it is mandatory that the denominator should be same. Denominator should be same. Okay. If you are doing any operation on fraction, you have to make denominator. Your denominator should be the same number. Just keep it in your mind. Okay. So here is 1, here is 5. Then what we will do? To making it 5, we can multiply it by 5. But if you are multiplying denominator by 5, then we have to multiply numerator also. Understood? So, now we can say that 5 2s are 10. Understood? 5 1s are 5. Minus. Here is 3 by 5. Now denominators are same. So, we can apply rule. Now the process will be same. Denominator cannot be add or subtract. Okay, beta. Denominator as well always be that number also. We can only proceed. We can only calculate our numerator. Okay, beta. Don't add or subtract denominator. Understood? So you will note down denominator as it is. The number which are in numerator, we will write them and we will subtract those number. 10 minus 3. 10 minus 3 equals to 7. It will become 7 by 5. Okay, either you can change it in mixed fraction, but there is no need because here is written only find out the solution. Okay, so 7 by 5 will be answer. I don't know, are you able to see here? Otherwise, I am writing this number here. Okay, you have to write down parallelly. I am writing here 7 upon 5. It might be possible that the board is not visible in that side. Now, same process we will do here. There is no number in denominator, then we can place 1 as a denominator, and 7 by 8 is as it is. Now 8 is the denominator, then we will multiply 8. We will multiply 1 by 8 to make it 8. Now we have to multiply numerator also. Understood? So 4 8 ja 32. Okay, 8 1 ja 8 plus 7 by 8. Now add up it. 7 plus 2, is it plus or minus? Okay. Okay. So 7 plus 2, 9. It will become 39 upon 8. Answer. It will be your answer. Okay. Let's move towards next one exercise. Okay. Now you can see here denominator is different. In part 3, denominator is different. Okay. The method which I explained you in first and second question, you can apply that one method. Otherwise, you can go through LCM method. Okay. Least. That LCM method which you have done in your 6th standard. 5 and 7. Easily you can get the LCM of 5 and 7. So, here is a 5. 5 ones are 5. 7 cannot be divided by 5. Now, here we will write 1 as it is. 7 ones are 7. So, LCM of 5 will be 35. It means we have to make denominator 35. Understood? So, how to make 35 would be the LCM. 35 is the LCM of 5 and 7. The same process we will do. Now, 3 upon 5 plus 2 upon 7. So, if I will multiply 5 by 7, because 5 7 is 35, then it will become 35. The same number we have to multiply with numerator. Now, come to the here. Now, we need here 35, then we will multiply 7 by 5 and we will multiply numerator by same number. Understood? Now it will become 7 3s are 21, 7 5s are 35 plus 5 2s are 10, 5 7s are 35. Now we can operate it. We will write 35. There is no need to write down 35 2 or 3 times. Okay? It will return only once when we will apply addition or subtraction on fractions. So there is no need to write down 35 again and again. We will write 35 once because it's a LCM. It's a LCM of both the numbers. Both or how many denominators are given in questions. Okay. So now we will add up 21 and 10 and it will become 21 and 10. That will become 31 upon 35. This will our answer. Now come to the solution number of 4. Now here is 11 and 15. Okay. So how to find out the number which we will multiply to these number and we will get same denominator. Again we will find out that number by the process of LCM. Okay. So how to find out the LCM of 11 and 15? Now you can see here these numbers are odd numbers. These numbers are odd numbers. Okay. So same number cannot be, we cannot find the same number to divide these numbers because these are odd numbers. Okay. This is prime numbers also. It is an odd number, per 11 is a prime number. Okay. So what does prime number mean? The numbers which can be divided only one or by itself. Okay. So first I will divide it by 11. So 11 ones are 11. 15 as it is. Now 15 can be divided by, I am just dividing it directly. Okay, there is no need to 3 or 2. Okay, same number you will get here. You will write 3, 3 5 is 15, then 5. Okay, so how to find out 11 into 15? Okay, don't get confused. You can find out it in this way also. 5 3 is 15 and then, sorry, 3 5 is 15 and then 5 is a prime factorization. You can find out it. But I am just doing here directly. 15 1 ja 15. 1 will be carry forward. 15 1 ja 15 and 1. So 165 is the LCM of 11 and 15. Now we have to make these denominator 165 to add up, to subtract the fraction. So how to make 9 upon 11 minus 4 upon 15. If I will multiply it here 15, then definitely I will get 165. So I have to proceed, I have to multiply it with same number with the numerator. Again we will multiply with this denominator with 11 and numerator also with 11. Now look at here. It will become 165. Okay. 15 nines are 135. If you don't know table, then you can multiply in this way. But it is time consuming. That's why I am saying to you that you have to learn table up to 20. Okay. 9 5s are 45. 9 1s are 9. And 4 10, 11, 12, 13. So 15 nines would be 135. Understood? But it's time consuming. Okay. Now 11 fours are 44 and it will become 165. Now denominator is same. Then we can find we can subtract numerator easily. Okay. So 165 we will write once because this is the LCM of both the number. So we will subtract 135 by we will subtract 44 with 135. Now you can find subtraction here. 44, 5 4 1, 13 1 9. So your answer will be 91 upon 165. Understood? Let's move forward towards next one question. You can note down it. Okay, I have left a few parts of question number 1 because you will do those parts, you will try yourself. Okay, so if you will find any difficulty, as per my expectation or that you will not get any difficulty. Okay, so if it's a rare case that if you will find any difficulty, then you can ask your questions during online session. Okay, so let's move forward towards question number 2. Here is given, arrange the following in descending order. 3 fractions are given here, then you have to arrange it in descending order. Okay, what does descending means? Descending means greater to smaller. Okay, so it is very easy to find out, it is very easy to set greater to smaller in natural number or whole numbers, but it is a fraction. So how to arrange it in descending order? First of all, we have to make their denominators same because denominators are not same. Until then we will not get denominator same, we cannot get any idea about of greater one fraction or smaller one fraction. So first we have to change it in it's their denominator in a same number. So the same process we will do here. Here are 3 fractions. 9, 3 and 21 are denominator. So we have to make their denominator same. So making denominator same, definitely we have to go through that LCM method. Okay, so now I am trying to find out here LCM of these number. So LCM is nothing but prime factorization. Okay, so first we will start with 3 because these number cannot be divided by 2 because these all are odd numbers. Okay, these are not even number. Then we will start from 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3 7s are again 3, 3 1s are 3, 1 is addition, 7 is, now 7 is prime number. Okay. 7 will divide by itself. Okay, so 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9 and 9 7s are 63. Okay, so 63 is the LCM of these three numbers. Okay, 63 is the LCM of these three numbers. Now we will make denominator 63 1 by 1. First I am taking 2 upon 9. Now I am going to solve here 2 upon 9. Okay, if I will multiply it 9 by 7, then I will get 9 7 63. So I have to multiply it. It's a numerator also. It will become 14 upon 63. Now come to the next one, that is 2 upon 3. Okay, so 3. How many times I will multiply it? 3 2s are 6, 3 3 1s are. If I will multiply 3 with the number 21, then I will get 63. Understood? So I have to multiply that numerator also. Then 21 2s are 42. You can multiply it to find out your multiplication. And upon 63. Understood? Now come to the last one, that is 8 upon 21. Okay, so again, if I will multiply it, because you can see here, you don't know the table of 21, but you can see here, if 3 is multiplied by 21, then we get 63. Same, vice versa, if 21 is multiplied by 3, it will become 63. So we have to need here again to multiply numerator with the 3. Now 8 3s are 24. 21 3s are, because 21 3s are 321s are 63. So 21 3s are will be 63. Now we have these three fractions. Now arrange it in a descending order. Descending means greater to smaller. Now you can easily justify which one is greater. 14, 42 and 14, 42 and 24. Which one number is greater? Obviously this one. So 42 means 2 upon 3. It means 2 upon 3 is the greatest among these three. Comma. Now after 42, 14. 14, it means 2 upon 9. Second greatest is 2 upon 9. And now smallest will be, where is it? Sorry, wait. 2 upon 3, 42. After that, this one, 8 upon 21. Okay, 8 upon, where is written? Yes, 8 upon 21. And which one is smallest? That is 2 upon 9. Okay, now we have arranged it in a descending order. Okay, is there any mistake? Okay, so second one part you are going to do yourself. Okay, I am not doing second one part. Second one part as a homework for you. Okay, so that's all for today. We will meet in during online session. We will discuss. I will sort out your doubts. Okay, goodbye and have a nice day.